I'm going to ask you the serious question about Juan Soto. And I'm being dead serious. This is something that our friend Al has talked about many times, about players doing their job, getting their numbers, not necessarily, if they did their job and someone else made an error, it's like he would like someone to say in the clubhouse, yeah, not my fault, it was that guy over there.
Never, ever want that to be the case, ever.
Do you think because Juan Soto was hitting,
yes,
and he had great statistical year last year,
yep,
and he's hitting right now, that he cares at all that the team stinks?
Yes.
To what level out of 1 out of 10?
I'm sure he's frustrated. I'm sure he did not come to the Mets to come to a losing franchise. I think he came to the Mets because he saw, number one, huge dollar signs and a suite. And he saw really good players over here, and he thought that he would just be a part of a winning culture that was going to be happening around with a new owner and a new president of baseball operations. And unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for him. I would say he's more frustrated and disappointed than not caring.
If Juan Soto had the opportunity to choose, you can hit really well, but the team stinks. Or you have your worst offensive year, you guys go to the playoffs.
No, I think...
Which one is he taking?
I think he's going to take the number thing.
See? I'm not the only one.
No, and the only reason I think that is because there are Hall of Fame considerations to be taken into account. And these Hall of Fame considerations are all based on individual numbers. You know that.
Yeah. So
it's not about how many teams. If it was about teams winning World Series, Paul O'Neill would be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, when he's hitting, he's the happiest man in the world. You see him, happy he's been?
But that's what he does. That's what he's known for. He's known as one of the top 3 or 4 hitters in Major League Baseball. And when he's going through a slump and the team is losing, it looks awful. But now he does the slide. He's hitting. He's got his mojo going. He's hitting home runs. Yeah, I just think he's frustrated. I really do.
You think he's frustrated with the wins and losses? I don't know how frustrated he is.
Let me just put it in this. We were at 13 in 1995.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we all would step on the field as players, we all thought we were going to win a game, even though the reality is that we were going through a complete rebuild. We had new coaches, new systems, and we struggled with all of that. But that didn't mean we didn't want to win, that we didn't care.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't want to win. I just think that he cares much more about his individual statistics and how he looks at the end of the day as opposed to the Mets winning games.
Well, he could sit up and say, I had 40 home runs, knocked in 110 RBIs, and we only won 67 games.
Yeah.
Wasn't my fault.
Right. It's like the famous Ralph Kiner story back in the day where he led the league in home runs and he went to get a raise and the general manager said we could finish in last place without you because the Pirates had finished in last place.
Exactly. But I think also Juan Soto could stand up there and say that whether we think the contract is, incredibly ridiculous, it doesn't matter. He can sit there and say that my numbers are still going to be at the top of the statistical rankings, and I'm being paid to do that, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, which I could understand that point of view, but when we talk about what's wrong with the Mets and the clubhouse and these things,
what's
who gets along,
injuries,
right,
and the replacement players that have not played.
That. I mean, it's not just that.
But it's the replacement players that have not played.
Sure, that's a big part of it, but they've also, over the course of their history, they've always had these crazy ups and downs I'm talking about. But if you're talking about building something different or culture-wise or whatever the hell they talked about it going into this offseason, the fact that you've got a sort of loner superstar who makes $765 million that we both agree, not that he doesn't want to win, that he would care more about his individual statistics than the success of the team, that's a problem.
I would also say that you had a number of factors going on here. Number one, Francisco Lindor got off to his customary horrific start. Bo Bichette got off to a horrific start. Simeon got off to a horrific start. And then all of a sudden the injury started hitting and piling up. And then you got Soto misses a big portion of the early part of the season. Francisco Lindor has been out. Clay Holmes is going to be out now. just the amount and all these different players that have come up here and played for the Mets. I mean, they're just trying to keep a team together and put a team out there that actually can play in a baseball game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of really negative and poor things have happened to them, that it's not just the players not getting the job done, but it's the injury aspect. But then again, you go back and you look at the president of baseball operations. He's the guy that brought these players in. He's the guy who brought Polanco in, Robert Jr. in, Simeon in, Bo Bichette in. And we thought that those four players in particular were going to play a lot of baseball and were going to be really effective baseball players. Now, Bo Bichette has been a little bit of that now. He's starting to come back a little bit. Plus, he's played third base and shortstop. So that bodes well for him and his ability to do both, especially with Lindor out. But it's been just a series of situations that, like, you could probably have controlled a lot of this when the season started by saying, I'm not giving money or signing players who have long injury histories. And that's what David Stearns decided to do.
Yeah. No, he absolutely did. And, there's a couple things that I liked. There's a couple things I didn't. The fact that he didn't get rid of Kodai Senga was a problem for sure. And re-signing Sean Manaea after pitching all those innings that he did in 2024 was something that I didn't think he was going to do, but then I was happy that he did, but I was wrong about that because Sean Manaea has not been the same pitcher after logging more innings than he ever had in his career. So it's funny because you talk about his philosophy and what it is, but he doesn't always make moves that equate to the things he tells us is his philosophy, like run prevention. I mean, you replaced the guy that you said you needed to get out of here with run prevention who's never played first base. Like, you talk about, long-term deals and not giving guys long-term deals and stuff like that, but then you sign this guy to $765 million contract for forever. So it's like, I don't know exactly what, the pitching lab. I got to get bargain basement guys to come in and get their best years out of them and squeeze that out of them. But okay, now I'm going to trade for Peralta.
And you obviously had a very good pitching coach. Because right now he's leading the number one team in Major League Baseball in ERA, and that's the Braves.
Well, he shouldn't have been blamed.
Hefner.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been blamed for last year, Hefner. But things were so bad, and they felt like they needed to do something, and they kept Carlos Mendoza and crushed the rest of the coaching staff. And yeah, I mean, but is that Jeremy Hefner or is that the Braves? You know what I mean? Like, the Braves are just the Braves. The Braves have been. They're so solid over the years. We talked about, unfortunately, Bobby Cox's passing, and then I brought up immediately his pitching coach all those years with that great staff and Leo Mazzoni. Like, they always have guys, and we don't.
Well, I mean, they're trying, but, what we got to do? We got to get the guy running the Milwaukee Brewers now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but then a lot of that was.
But he may not be a Met fan, so he can't.
Right,
hire
of course. Yeah, everybody comes here has to be a Mets fan. You think that Steve Cohen should come out and speak?
I think around midway point.
Yeah,
I think a midway point when there is the All-Star game, and I think the owner should then come out and say how disappointed he is, what he's looking forward to in the second half of the season, and how hopefully they can right the ship. I don't know. It happened in 2024. Can it happen again? They got to have everybody out on the field that they've invested in and put money into all at the same time.
Well, the thing about 2024 was that staff was so good, and you got so many contributions from guys that you didn't know what you were going to get in the beginning of the season. Severino and Manaea being the most, and then Severino was second, and Quintana was really, really good. So right now, it's what are you getting out of the rotation, especially since Nolan McLean has been subpar? I mean, you got nothing.
And Clay Holmes is out.
You got, Peralta, obviously.
Senga's out.
Yeah, well, good. You want to see that guy?
No, I don't. I mean, I feel bad for him personally, but, I don't want to see that. No,
don't want to see it.
It's not working here.
Yeah.
It could work somewhere else. I mean, he may. Listen, you want to put him with, the Dodgers or something, they'll probably go on a 20-game winning streak.
Yeah. We get any update on that cockfighting story with Edwin Diaz? Remember that thing popped up on a Friday?
Yes.
It's like a Cock dump, news dump. Cockfighting news dump. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. Now, I do believe that where he is participating in this with his Dodgers jersey on,
Yeah.
it's legal.
It's a cockfight.
I believe it is.
Okay. All right. Well, that changes things.
Right. It wasn't like he was doing it, somewhere in a back alley outside of Dodger Stadium.
Evan Roberts had a funny tweet about this. He goes, any update on Edwin Diaz and the illegal cockfighting ring, or is this being dodgered?
Oh, he thinks that the Dodgers sweep it under the rug, huh?
Yeah,
That's
but
what he
again,
thinks?
I don't think it's an illegal cockfighting ring, and maybe here in the States it would be. But isn't this taking place in Puerto Rico?
Well, I mean, Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory.
Yeah, but I think it may be legal there.
First time in San Juan.
Yeah.
Me-ho. By the way, I was all over that. I was all over that song before it went crazy. And now it's all over Good Morning America and Luke Combs and Charlie Puth. And the guy was on the local TV station out in Pittsburgh. I sent it to my buddy in Pittsburgh when I saw it. I said, this guy's from Pittsburgh. It might be a fun thing. Now all of it's on TV all over there. Where was this cockfighting going on?
I believe down in Puerto Rico.
Well, it can't be legal in Puerto Rico.
No, it's not legal in Puerto Rico. There you go. It's been legal. It's federally illegal across all the U.S. states and territories, including Puerto Rico.
Didn't want to just do tourist stuff.
So it's interesting. Now.
So I took the bus
we haven't heard
to
anything.
Caguas.
We haven't heard anything else about it.
Yeah. Ever take a bus to Caguas?
No, I have not taken a bus to Caguas.
Ever seen Cocks fight?
I have never been to a cockfight.
Interesting. I've never done either one of those things either. That's on. It's like a month ago, before Francisco Lindor got hurt. When we landed, I do this tourist stuff. What took the bus to Caguas? Vacation machine at the bus station and maybe legal cockfighting.
So here it is, Yes, okay, that's good. So Ken Rosenthal recently commented saying that he doesn't expect MLB action at all because it's a tricky spot due to cultural claims in Puerto Rico.
Interesting.
Cultural claims. It doesn't matter whether it's illegal or not illegal. They're making cultural claims.